We're always hearing about the next big thing online, a new app, a new platform, but what if it's not software at all? What if the key to the next internet is something you could, well, wear on your face? That is the seriously bold claim we're going to dig into today. So let's jump right in.
Okay, so let's just chew on this for a second. Imagine your glasses, right? What if they did more than just, help you see better? What if they were the literal key to a whole new digital world? That's the mind-bending idea we're unpacking here. Your glasses as a gateway.
All right, so before we can even talk about the glasses themselves, we've got to understand the world they're supposedly built for. And that brings us to this idea of Web 4. It's this vision of a totally different kind of internet, one that's decentralized and packed with AI. So what on earth is Web 4? Well, think of it like the next chapter for the internet. The big deal here is decentralization. That's just a fancy way of saying an internet that isn't run by a few giant tech companies. What does that mean for you? It means you have more control over your data, your content. And then there's the second piece. It's driven by AI from the ground up. The whole point of all this, to flip the script and shift the power away from big tech and, well, back to us, the users.
Okay, so a new internet sounds great, but how do you actually get there? Well, the folks behind this project think they have the answer, and it's this, the LR glasses. They're basically saying, here it is. This is the physical key, the gateway to that brand new digital world.
And look, the specs on these things are pretty cool, but what's really mind-blowing is how they all work together. First, you've got these incredible lenses, right? Professional-grade stuff for capturing amazing photos and videos. But then, and this is the wild part, there's an AI built right in that can take what you're seeing and create totally new things with it, on the fly. And the most important part? It all connects straight to that new decentralized network. So it's like a whole creative studio on your face. You capture, you create, and you connect, all without having to go through the usual big tech companies. And the team building this, they are not shy about it. They literally said, the quality is perfect. I mean, that's a direct quote from an update they sent out. It's a super bold claim, right? But what they're trying to say is, hey, this isn't some clunky, taped-together prototype. This is the real deal, polished and ready to go. And this is maybe the most important part of the whole story. This is not just a dream on a PowerPoint slide anymore. It's real. The project has officially left the lab. The very first units have landed from the manufacturers over in China, and guess what? They work. They're fully operational. So yeah, it's happening. Okay, so the glasses are real, but who are they for? I mean, they're not trying to sell these to your grandma just yet. No, they're aiming for a very specific group of people. The pioneers who are excited to jump in and start building on this new kind of internet. So who are these pioneers exactly? Well, they're looking at three main groups. First up, you've got the content creators. I mean, imagine getting a tool that lets you create insane AI-generated art in real time. It's a game changer. Then, of course, you have the Web3 and Web4 enthusiasts. These are the true believers, the ones who have been talking about a decentralized web for years. And finally, you have the tech pioneers, the folks who are always looking for the next big thing, betting that glasses like these are how we'll all be interacting with the digital world soon. The one thing they all have in common, they want to build stuff. New stuff. And this, right here, this really nails the why. The old way. That's the internet of today, right? We're all stuck on these huge platforms, and let's be honest, we are the product. Our data is what they sell. But the new way they're talking about, it's all about direct access. It's about digital sovereignty, which just means you're in charge. You own your stuff. Instead of being the product, you're the one in control. That's the massive shift these glasses are supposed to kickstart. Look, a big vision is awesome, but you need a plan to actually make it happen. So what are the next steps? Let's take a peek at their roadmap to see how they plan on pulling this off, and it all kicks off in early 2026. So their plan for early 2026 is actually pretty smart and straightforward. Step 1, get the glasses into the hands of those early adopters. That's the hardware deployment. Step 2, once people have the gear, you build the software, the social network features that will actually run on the glasses. And then, step 3, show it all off to the world with live demos. You see the pattern? Hardware, then software, then a big public showcase. It's a tried and true way to build up hype and momentum. Okay, so what does this all mean for the company that's actually making these things? This is way bigger than just launching a new gadget. For them, this is a massive pivot. We're talking about a fundamental change in their whole business.
And the company we're talking about is called LINKSPREED. It was founded by a guy named Marc Herdina, based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and their whole reason for existing is right at this intersection of three things: wearables, AI, and decentralized networks. So you can see these glasses aren't just some random product they came up with. They're literally the embodiment of everything the company stands for. And this quote, this one really says it all. It's from them, and it basically reveals their entire playbook. They said smart glasses are no longer a future project. They are now the core business. Whoa. So this went from being a what-if experiment to being the absolute heart of their company. For them, the challenge isn't even about building the glasses anymore. They've done that. The real work now is building the Web 4 world that's going to run on them. So all of this brings us back to that one huge question. The tech is real, the plan is in motion. It's not a question of if it can be done anymore. The real question is, what happens next? Is this actually the future? Is this idea of a decentralized AI-powered internet that you access through your own eyes, is that how you're going to live your digital life a few years from now? That's the big thing to really think about. Thanks for tuning in.